Hi there. Today we're talking about woke fishing. Not fly fishing, not spear fishing, not catfishing, not toad fishing. You might not get that if you're not Australian. We're talking about woke fishing. What is woke fishing, you ask? I wouldn't have a fucking clue, but we'll find out together. And I've got a hunch it's going to be pretty fucking funny. So stick around, here's a quick sponsor. Bearing. Are you using a VPN like right now as you watch this video? Because you should be. I use Virtual Shield VPN because it's built from the ground up specifically for your privacy protection. It's fast, reliable and secure, and it's available on your PC, Mac, iOS and Android devices. I've partnered with Virtual Shield to exclusively give my audience 50% off any of their VPN plans and premium add-ons. Go to hidewithbear.com to start protecting yourself online now. Have you been woke fished while dating? Here's how to tell. When I was about 17, I decided to go vegan. I was trying a lot of things at the time, including getting my nose pierced, which I considered a serious act of rebellion. Anyway, I mentioned my new veganism to the guy I was seeing at the time, and to my surprise, he seemed really annoyed. He responded with an uninterruptible lecture on the importance of supporting British farmers. I can still remember one of his appalled patronising texts. "Oh God, you're not going to become one of those vegan feminists, are you?" I was confused. He hadn't come across like someone who hated vegan feminists. So where had this come from? I'm pretty sure everyone hates vegan feminists except for other vegan feminists. I ended things a little while later, which prompted a barrage of texts from him with a lot of derogatory language. It confirmed what I'd begun to suspect. As much as he'd reeled me in with an outwardly woke persona, in reality we were never going to see eye to eye. I had been woke fished. Woke fishing, put simply, is when people masquerade as holding progressive political views to ensnare potential partners. A woke fish may at first present themselves as a protest-attending, sex-positive, anti-racist, intersectional feminist who drinks ethically sourced oat milk and has read the back catalogue of Audre Lorde, whoever the fuck that is, twice. But in reality, they don't give a shit, or as is often the case, they are actively the opposite in their personal lives. It's sort of like catfishing, but specifically with political beliefs. A lot of us have been woke fished, maybe more so now than ever. Crises such as the tragic murder of George Floyd and the coronavirus pandemic have thrown societal injustices into an even sharper relief over the past few months. And as a result, there's been much greater emphasis on individual agency when it comes to the urgent dismantling of oppressive systems. It's no surprise that singles are now consciously choosing partners who are on the same wavelength as them, just as it's no surprise that others are adapting to circumvent this. Tom, 23, is from Bristol and has a lot to say about being woke fished. "I remember on my first date with this guy, we spoke about racism in the UK. Over the coming weeks, we spoke a lot about diversifying the curriculum and issues surrounding the monarchy. It was all great, but then we passed the honeymoon phase and oh boy, did this guy turn out to be something else," he says. The guy Tom was seeing was definitely not putting his words into practice. As much as he would talk about being progressive, he would laugh at racial slurs. It was like he used being a social justice warrior as a personality trait, but did the exact opposite. Okay, so woke fishing is basically the practice of telling someone porky pies in order to get pussy, or ass, or you know, whatever you're into. Which is nothing new, dudes have been doing that since time began. Except with woke fishing, the person being misled is specifically an insufferable woke fuckhead. You know, like most vegan feminists. Now, after said pussy or ass has been obtained, I don't know why you'd try to form a relationship with them. I mean, imagine trying to put up with a woke partner if you yourself are not woke. What a fucking nightmare. Now, I've come to find out there's actually a lot more newfangled dating terms I've never heard of. Let's get ourselves enlightened, shall we? Blue stalling is when two people are dating and acting like a couple, but one person in the partnership states they're unready for any sort of label or commitment, despite acting in a different manner. Okay. Breadcrumbing is leaving breadcrumbs of interest, random non-committal messages and notifications that seem to lead on forever, but don't actually end up taking you anywhere worthwhile. Breadcrumbing is all about peeking someone's interest without the payoff of a date or relationship. So it's dick teasing basically. We already had a word for that. Clearing. Clearing season happens in January. It's when we're so miserable thanks to Christmas being over, the cold weather and general seasonal dreariness that we'll hook up with anyone just so we don't feel completely unattractive. You might bang an ex, or give that guy who you don't really fancy a chance, or put up with truly awful sex just so you can feel human touch. It's a tough time, stay strong. I mean, isn't that just being called a sluzzer? A sluzzlet? A slut? I don't know, moving on. Clout lighting is the combo of gaslighting and chasing social media clout. Someone will bait the person they're dating on camera with the intention of getting them upset or angry, or making them look stupid, then share the video for everyone to laugh at. Oh, that's a little bit mean, isn't it? Cockfishing. Cockfishing is my favourite one so far, also known as catcocking. When someone sending dick pics uses photo editing software or other methods to change the look of their penis, usually making it look bigger than it really is. I want to know, is there such a thing called cunt fishing or cat cunting? Cat cunting. Like where some bird takes a photo of a vagina for someone and puts it into Photoshop and edits out some of the wrinkles. You know, just tuck some of that skin back in there. Cunt fishing. Oh, I bet it's a thing, they just don't want to say it. Kitten fishing. Using images of you but are flattering to a point that might be a bit deceptive. So using really old or heavily edited photos, for example. Kitten fishers can also wildly exaggerate their height, age, interests and accomplishments. Preating. Pre-cheating. Laying the groundwork for putting out feelers for cheating by sending flirty messages or getting closer to a work crush. R-bombing. Not responding to your messages but reading them all so you see the delivered and read signs. And feel like throwing your phone across the room. Yeah, I fucking hate that. I fucking hate it when people do that. Answer your messages, cunt. Although I do it to people sometimes when I want to piss them off, I'll admit that. Scrooging is dumping someone right before Christmas so you don't have to buy them a present. What a fucking... Oh... Okay. Shadowing. Posing with a hot friend in all your dating app photos, knowing people will assume you're the attractive one and will be too polite to ask. You know, I've never used a dating app. I've never had to. I mean, I'm not saying I'm really hot. I'm saying I'm too fucking old and I've had like a partner since fucking 1963. But I feel like I would not be too polite to ask. I feel like I would ask, are you the hot one? Or are you the fugly one? You know what I mean? I don't know. Sneating and stashing. Sneating is when you go on dates just for the free meal. Stashing is the act of hiding someone you're dating from your friends, family and social media. Yeah, probably because you were too fucking polite to ask if they were the hot one in the photo and you got the fugly one. Fucking idiots, just be upfront. Submarining and V-lationshipping. When someone ghosts, then suddenly returns and acts like nothing happened. Okay? V-lationshipping is when someone you used to date reappears just around Valentine's Day, usually out of loneliness and desperation. Well, I hope they bought a fucking present. Well, that was enlightening. Now, there's plenty more of these in the article that I've linked down below. But that's about all from me today. I will catch you later. Bye.
Recession, session. Give me better times, give me better times. Recession, session.